Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sparkling Future. I am Shravana and today we are going to discuss about difference between the shuffle operations that we have discussed in the previous videos. So in the previous videos we have seen group by key, reduce by key, aggregate by key, combine by key and fold by key, and how to declare that, how to use it, and what is the main advantage of using these shuffle operations we have seen in the previous videos. Today we will compare, we will take a sample file in the sense some sample RDD. So we will apply all these shuffle operations on top of that RDD, and we will see how exactly Spark behaves when we pass these functions. So before going just for a theoretical purpose, we will see some main differences, like what exactly is this shuffle operations, or then we will look into some sample code. So group by key usually is better performing the group by operation when your data is not distributed across all the other cluster, all the other partitions. So group by is actually very good for grouping the values, but the main problem comes is when you need to group by the data across the partitions. That is because the combiner function that will combine the values from each partition, which is the output of the group by, right? For that the data will shuffle between the partitions, means shuffle between the nodes, which is a costly operation. Network bandwidth will be very high due to the data shuffle between the partitions. That's the main disadvantages of using group by key when the data is distributed across the cluster. And when you say you are dealing with a small cluster, there are not many nodes and the data is, you know, some like simple set of data, then you can happily use the group by key. Next one is reduce by key. Most of the people use reduce by key because it's very easy to declare. It accepts one associative function and no other parameters to be given, and it is fast as well. Why it is fast is, first in each partition or in each node it performs the given associative operation. Then finally, once that everything is completed, then it will merge the results from all the nodes and finally it sends the result back to the driver. That's why it is very faster when compared to other shuffle operations. And one more thing is, reduce by key is better when you wanted to, even you are expecting the same output of that RDD of the same source RDD type. Let's say you are dealing with some array of string comma int. The reduce by key will again return array of string comma int. And third one is fold by key. Fold by key is similar to reduce by key. The main difference is it expects the initial value and the associative function, for which it will apply that function on the data that is available in other partitions. So even in fold by key you can expect the same RDD type, data type out of this fold by key. That is, if you are having a string comma array of string comma int in the source RDD, the resultant of fold by key also the same. Next one is aggregate by key. So aggregate by key is again similar to reduce by key and fold by key. What difference does that make is, aggregate by key can return any type. Let's say you are sending array of string RDD of string comma int, you can get RDD of int comma int or RDD of string comma int, anything. So that is the main advantage using aggregate by key. Like when you have a requirement where the resultant RDD will be different from whatever is the source RDD, when you are expecting such result, that time only you can use this aggregate by key. And aggregate by key takes three parameters: initial value, sequence operation, combiner operation. Initial value means it can be 0 or 1 based on the sequence operation that we are going to mention. And in the sequence operation we will mention what function to be performed in each partition. Then the combiner operation, we will mention what needs to be done across the partitions. So those three parameters are mandatory in the aggregate by key. And finally, combine by key. Combine by key, again it's similar to what reduce by key, fold by key, aggregate by key does, but the only difference is if here we have one parameter called initial value, right? In aggregate by key, either 0 or 1, any such kind of integer you have to send, whereas in combine by key you can send as function as well. That is the only advantage over the other shuffle operations. Other than that, everything is same. And if you take the performance wise considerations, reduce by key is better because it's very user friendly for the coding person, for the developer. He can easily write the code for that. No need to think about what kind of initial value I should give, what kind of associative function I have to mention in both for sequence operation or in the combiner operation, or what kind of accumulators I need to declare, what is the type of the accumulators, what is the type of the data. No need to think about anything when we are using the reduce by key. But where we have, when you are using the remaining thing, you have to think about all those kind of functions. And you might have seen some other functions like group by, reduce, fold, aggregate, combine. All these also available. These are all RDD functions. The only difference is all whatever I just said, right, those will be used on normal RDD of one type. It's not a key value pair. So by key function shuffle operations will be applied only on the RDDs which are having key value pairs, like RDD of string comma int or int comma string or anything. RDD of key and value pairs are there. Only on top of it you can perform these shuffle operations. Next, let's look into some sample code to understand the differences programmatically. So this is the sample code I have written to understand all these 5 different shuffle operations. So package will be created by default when you create a Scala object. I am importing Spark configuration, Spark context and hash partitioner because I am using that in the combine by key. And I am defining the main method, creating the Spark context which is very essential for any Spark job. And then I am creating an RDD with some list. In this list, if you see, keys are getting duplicated and it has some value. So now let's see how this job will perform the aggregation based on the key. Like wherever Shahrukh is there, it should sum up these values 6 plus 7. Then whenever this is Salman, it should do 4 plus 5, and the similar for the rest of the data. So first, reduce by key. In reduce by key, what we can do is, here the similar actually it is same as this function shorthand, as I explained in the previous videos. This is the shorthand for that. We are telling that whatever key and value pair that you have, just sum it up. For each key, whatever values are there, you sum it up, all those things, and then collect all those, and for each element you print it. That is what we are telling in this single line of code. Then aggregate by key. Base RDD is similar, this on the same data. Here we are passing the 0 value because we are performing the addition. If it is a multiplication, we have to give the initial value as 1. And in this key value pair, I am saying that you add the value to that key. Whatever key is there, for that you add one value. It is like Shahrukh comma 1, something like that. It's an accumulator. And then you perform the aggregation, which is sum operation, addition operation for all these things across all the partitions. Then finally collect, for each element print. So this is what the meaning of this statement. Next is fold by key. Fold by key, again initial value is 0. For each key value pair, perform the for each key perform the addition of all the summing up all the values, then collect them, then for each element you print it. And if you notice, fold by key takes only one parameter, aggregate by key takes two parameter, one for internal to partition, second one is for across all the partitions. Next, combine by key. Combine by key is similar to aggregate by key. We have to give one merge value, then we have to add another merge combiner function to sum up all the accumulators. Then here we can send, this is actually optional, but it's better to send like this is for controlling the output operations. Then finally print it. And the last one is group by operation. So here group by I am passing, then similarly I am printing it. So this is the code. Let me run this. So purposefully I am not pasting this code in comments or anywhere description, because you freeze the screen, you type it in your personal laptop, that way only you will get very good hands-on. So I am just copy pasting this to a text pad for better viewing purpose. So this is the log that has been generated. So if you see here, this is the first output. This output is for Scala 13. What is Scala 13? For reduce by key, because this is where we are using for each of println. Spark is Spark for RDDs are like lazily evaluated. So even though the RDD is here, wherever we are giving the action, then only it will start executing the commands, which is transformations. So if you see, it is summing up for all the key, and the sum up values are given here. Next, another set of results are coming here, which is 16. 16 is aggregate by key, which is for each. For each is available in this 16 line. So this is the output of aggregate by key. Do you see any difference? No, because all these transformations perform the same kind of operation. The main difference comes in the parameter that we are passing and the backend mechanism. And then again the same kind of result from Scala 18, which is fold by key. Okay, you can compare it here. The same result has been produced. Then here this might be the combiner key. Why? Because here I am giving 3 partitions, right? So it will not have a direct answer like this is because of this, but it will distribute the output across the partitions. So we need to search for where exactly the job is ending. Somewhere finished. You can see job is finished, which is 24. If you see, for each is there in the 24th line, because for each is an action, that's when it will start executing. So even for combine by key, the same result has been produced. Then finally group by key, and we will see, if you see here, it has taken the key and in the value it has grouped using the compact buffer. Group by key will not perform any aggregation, it will just groups the values. So again we have to add combine by key after the group by key for getting the aggregated values as input output. Here you can see Scala 26 is finished, and you can see 26th line it is there. When I say Scala 14, 11 and all, it's the line numbers I am verifying across the again is the logs. Okay guys, so hope this is clear, and I hope you got the gist about all these mainly used and mainly confusing shuffle operations. Let me know your valuable comments in the comment section. Thank you for watching, friends. Please subscribe to my channel for more interesting updates. Thank you.